vlog. It is Tuesday, November 12th. It's like 12:15, something like that. I pretty much just spent the morning having a very chill morning, took my dog for a walk, watched some writing vlogs, did a little knitting while I was watching, and just overall very cozy morning. So yesterday was pretty much a rest day for me. One of my best friends got married on Sunday. I just needed to recover. I needed to recover from the festivities. It was so much fun. One of my other friends and I literally, as soon as like the dancing portion started, we were just dancing the whole time pretty much. We changed into comfortable shoes so we could like really get down, you know? It was just a lot of fun, and it was a nice break from, you know, it really took my mind off things and just spending time with loved ones and celebrating life. Very much needed. And then the next day it was like, I'm sore from dancing. I just needed a day to just kind of do pretty much nothing. So now we're getting back to it. We'll check in with you after I've done a couple of sprints, I think. So, okay, let's get into it. My hair is wet right now, so ignore it. I did a 30-minute sprint and I got about 633 words in. I feel like that was a good start. These are scenes now that I am drafting again. So I feel like on Friday, it was a combination of like drafting new scenes, revising other scenes, and I was feeling so good about it. And I feel like every time I go from like revising scenes back to drafting new ones, it's like, it is a hard transition. It's hard to switch gears that way. I feel like it's easier to switch from drafting to revising. Not that revising is easier. I just think like you're like switching your mindset. That direction is easier than trying to go from revising back to drafting. So draft 2, I just feel like it's such a challenge for me because at least so far it's been a combination of I'm still drafting but I'm also revising and trying to get in the right headspace for each scene. It's just been an interesting process. So I'm gonna do another sprint. I think I'm gonna do a 45-minute sprint. Sometimes I feel like you start to get into the flow and then the timer goes off and you're like, oh, I will keep you updated. Hello. Like this, it looks like all my blonde hair is gone. Sorry, it's so random. I will be at some point getting this taken care of. I'm gonna dye it to match this. I just need to make an appointment because I'm not doing it myself. No. I left my phone in the other room, so I think it's like after 1, like maybe like 1:30 or something. Don't know why. Anyways, I have just about finished editing my last writing vlog. I'm gonna take another little listen through to make sure that I like it and that I don't want to edit anymore, and then I will be posting that. I kind of just want to knit for the rest of the day. Like, we'll see. If any writing sprints pop up, I may take part. I did that yesterday, and I should have brought my computer in here so I could talk to you about my word counts yesterday, because I did hop onto, I almost missed it, but I saw Sarah Lebrat and Brielle Wrights doing a live stream, and so of course I hopped on for that. I was not planning on writing yesterday just because I've been trying to get a lot of video editing done, so I was not planning on working on my project yesterday, but those writing sprints came up, and it was like, I think like 6 o'clock last night, and I think I like just finished dinner, so I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get some words in today, like why not? And I don't know if they were like the best words, but I don't think they were terrible. I'm kind of in a little bit of a slog right now with kind of my break into Act 2. I feel like in draft 1 it wasn't very solid either, and I've changed a lot, and it still feels like it's not super solid, but we'll just keep working on it. My SD card is getting full, so I'm going to go back to editing now, and I will keep going with this vlog probably till tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some more words in tomorrow, and maybe a little bit today. I'll check in with you guys later. So it's about 3:10. I have not done any writing today. I finished editing my writing vlog and posted that, my last one. I have a couple of things I want to do still today. I would like to finish editing my video for my other channel, but I also do want to do some writing today, and I have not gotten started yet. At 4, there's another live stream with, I think it's on Brielle Wright's channel, and it's with Cody and Amina and and Andy, and I like all of those people, so I want to go hang out with them and with anyone else who's in the chat, because you know, it's usually a good time. I'm just really not feeling in the mood to write, but I'm like, well, I guess I could use those sprints to like edit, or maybe when they start, maybe I will feel like doing them. But it's also it's at 4, and depending, well, I guess I can have dinner late, so I guess that's okay, because I usually feel like I eat around 5-ish. If I wanted to start making my dinner, I might like have to do that during the sprint, but I also could just like wait, because I feel like on Brielle's channel she usually only does like 2 sprints, but then sometimes they're like the chatty parts are chatty, so it's 3:15 now, so I might just do a little bit of video editing while I wait for the live streams to start, and then maybe I'll write during the live streams, and then after the live streams are over I'll eat dinner, and then I'll finish editing. I feel like that sounds like a good plan. I wanted to get a little bit more knitting time in today, but it's been very heavy on the video editing, so maybe tomorrow will be just a writing and knitting day and no video editing. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm gonna go do all the things that I said I was gonna do. I'll check in with you guys later. Hello everyone. Good morning. Well, I hope the lighting is good for you because I am currently being blinded. Okay, today's a busy day. It's Friday. Today Natalie and Cody are doing their 5K like day where they're doing all these live streams and stuff, trying to obviously hit 5K words. I love a good live stream. So I am literally being blinded right now. Oh, and the battery is dying. Okay, well, BRB. It's Friday morning, like I was saying, and there's live streams today. I just was at one, the first one, but I have not gotten any words in, and I need to recap yesterday first before we get into today. So yesterday, Brielle had a live stream, and I was trying to write. I got 71 words in the entire stream because so listen. In my last video, which I literally just posted yesterday, and I think that's kind of ironic, I was like, oh, like I'm changing this thing, like kind of deviating from my outline, straying from my original idea. And I had gotten a couple scenes, I think, in the past week with this new change, but it just hasn't been sitting well with me. I've been kind of a couple times this week feeling like, am I making the right decision? I don't know. Yesterday during the live stream, I just got so stuck and I started rereading some of draft one, some of the scenes that I would be cutting if I were to go with my new idea. I was reading those scenes and I was like, no, but I like these scenes. I really like what's happening here. I like the character dynamics here. Yeah, I got really in my head. And then I was talking with, on the live stream in the chat, I was chatting with Tia and CK. I will leave both their channels linked down below. I was chatting with them kind of because they were saying in the chat how like they were stuck on some things. And I was like, oh my god, like I'm stuck on some things too. They invited me to jump onto a little Discord chat, a little Discord call with them after the live stream. It was amazing. It was so great. Super excited making writing friends, but yeah, it was just like, I don't know, how long were we on there for? Like I think we were on for like 2 hours. We went through each of our problems and were able to kind of like get to some sort of resolution for each of the problems, which was great. We all were able to like, you know, help each other figure out what we wanted to do. And so like my problem, I'll explain a little bit more in detail as much as I can without giving like too much away, but basically I had two options. I had one, like, which is how I originally wrote the story, which was that my main character is going to be the band manager for her sister's band, and then they go to this music festival. The love interest is in a different band. And one of the issues that I was having, I think, just as I was rereading through draft one, was that like my main character and her love interest, like they don't spend enough time together, I feel like, for them to start having like enough tension. And so I wanted a little bit more, like I wanted to add more scenes where they are in each other's presence more. I had gotten this idea of like, well, what if, because there's another character who is like pulling strings, like he's manipulating people to get what he wants, and he kind of is viewing all of these people as like his little puppets to get what he wants. And I was like, well, it's not crazy if he were to set it up somehow so that my main character was able to get a job with the love interest's band. Then if she's working for them, like she would have to be around him so much more. And that was the idea that I had, that I tried to go with, and was just like, something's just not right anymore. And I was kind of losing momentum for the story. I was losing, I don't know, like some of the vibes of the story, for lack of a better way to phrase that. And so I was just like, okay, I'm so stuck. I feel like I've made a mistake here by like, you know, and it's not a mistake. Like I tried something out, it didn't work, and that's great because now I know more of what does work, and I won't be, you know, 3 drafts in the future being like, I wonder what if I have made, you know, this decision, what would have happened if I had gone that direction? Like I won't have any what ifs or like regrets, I guess, by like trying it out and seeing like, oh, it doesn't work. I'm very glad that I tried it out. But anyways, when I was talking to CK and Tia, it was so helpful because I just kind of explained to them the 2 different options. CK was like, oh, do like a pros and cons list. And a couple of the pros for like keeping it the way that I had it in draft 1 is that there's a lot of backstory and character dynamics that gets explored with like my main character and her friend group. And I think that that's something that I really think is important to the story and that I really want to keep in. I would have a harder time exploring that if she is not really with those characters for the majority of the story. And another pro that I had thought of was like, well, if she's not working for this other band, there's more mystery around them and like the love interest and stuff, because she doesn't know much about them. And if she's working for them, she'll learn more about them. And there's another thing that I don't really want to give away, but it would kind of potentially be a little bit unbelievable. That was kind of a con for going for the other option, for like option B. Then also CK and Tia kind of both brought up that it sort of sounded like, oh, it's kind of like a coworker romance, in that if she's working for their band, then like either she's the, like, if you're looking at it as like the band manager being like the manager, being the boss of this band, or like looking at it in terms of like usually like the band kind of hires a band manager and can fire the band manager, so like the band manager kind of works for them. But either way, someone is working for the other person, and then it becomes kind of like a boss-employee dynamic, which I don't want, or like a coworker romance type thing, which I don't want. And as soon as they said that, I was like, ew, that gives me the ick. It was like immediately, I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. I needed someone to like soundboard off of. Like I just needed to say something, like kind of explain it out loud and have someone sort of reframe it back to me for me to like actually like hear and see like certain aspects that I was too close to see. It was so helpful, and now I feel like I'm like, okay, I'm back in it. I can write this, like I can go back to the way that it was gonna be. I'm just so much more excited because now I'm like, okay, yes, this is the way that I want it. I do want to do lots of writing today. However, it is 10:40 almost. I need to take my dog out for a walk, and I'm also, this is what I spent the last sprint doing, was editing my video for my other channel, and I need to get that up today, and I would like to get it up earlier in the day, and it's almost done. I just need to finish my current pass through that video, and then I need to go back to the beginning because I do want to kind of, there's a part in the beginning that I want to kind of clean up a little bit in terms of editing because I feel like I was rambling. So me rambling? Never. Then yeah, and then after that it's like I could just write for the rest of the day. So that's probably what I'll be doing. Sorry about the lighting. I just have like the overhead lamp on, but you can see my dog. So today is a wrap. It's 6:17, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog by just kind of chatting a little bit about what I got done today. In total, I added over 7,000, I think it was 7,484 words to draft 2 to the manuscript. Now, I do want to be clear, I did not write that many words. I did copy and paste a couple scenes in this last sprint that we did. Copied and pasted like 2 scenes into draft 2, into my draft 2 Scrivener document from my draft 1 Scrivener document. So it wasn't like, you know, new words, but I was reading through those scenes, and honestly, now that I've like recommitted to the original idea, committed to my main character just being the band manager for her sister's band, like now that I'm not changing that, these scenes that I've already written, I mean, obviously in terms of like prose, they need work, but in terms of the plot and in terms of like plot holes and plot inconsistencies and other types of inconsistencies, there's not a lot that needs to be changed about them, which actually makes me so happy. So I'm so excited. I feel like I'm back on track, and I feel like I'm making so much more progress in this book than I thought I would have at this point. Like, I still don't think I'll be done by November, and I'm not really trying to be done by November, like by the end of November, I mean. I don't know, I was kind of feeling like I was not making good progress, and now I think I'm up to like chapter 17, which is actually crazy because at the beginning of the last vlog, no wait, yeah, at the beginning of the last vlog, I was like, I started at like the catalyst point, so that's kind of crazy. I just didn't think that I would have gotten that much done. I'm just so grateful. The writing community on YouTube is so amazing. Like, Everyone in that chat is so nice, so uplifting, so positive and supportive, and there's some people there that like I didn't even know that they knew who I was, but they seemed to. Like, that was crazy. So just really cool. If you're someone who's in those live streams, hi. I just love chatting with everyone. It's so much fun, and I love being there to kind of cheer people on and be cheered on myself. Like, it's just such a nice, fun, exciting, and joyful time. I don't have much else to say other than it's just been a really good writing week. I'm really loving that these live streams make it so easy for, I feel like, people to connect with one another, and I love that so much, and it's been just so great to be a part of the community. Thanks to everybody for being amazing. We're back on track with Project Canopies. If you have any questions for me that you want to ask, whether it's like writing related or anything else, and you want me to like answer it in a vlog, let me know. Leave it in the comments. If there's like something that I haven't really been mentioning about my project that you're curious about or anything like that, I would be happy to answer. Something that we were talking about in the live stream in the chat was doing live streams like past November. So a lot of times, and I know I've seen this happen before too in previous years when I've kind of been more so lurking around Authortube, is that a lot of people do streams during November, but then they don't do streams as much like the rest of the year. Basically, when it's not nano season, people don't do streams as much. And I think the thing that I love the most about the Authortube community is the live streams, and I would very much love to continue to do live streams. And obviously I haven't done any on my channel, but I wouldn't mind like helping carry that torch after November. So if you are someone who likes live streams, make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, I would love to get into doing live streams. So I'm gonna chat with a few people that I know are interested as well, and maybe we will try and kind of get some scheduled for the rest of 2024 and into 2025. And I just think it would be cool. I personally think it would be great if this community kept it up year round. And I know obviously people don't always have the time, so it's kind of like whoever has the time would have to kind of be the ones doing it. Not everyone, you know, has the time to be doing as many live streams all the time, which I totally understand, but that's just like one of my favorite parts, because I feel like you get to like make friends more easily when you're like actively chatting with people. Let me know if you would be interested in that. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope it was fun or inspiring or relatable in some way. So anyways, I will see you in my next writing vlog. Hope you have an amazing time. Hope your November writing challenge is doing well. Definitely feel free to give me an update in the comments. I would love to hear how it's going. But other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!